Hi, it's Tigo Venturi with the Venturi team and Keller Williams Realty. Time for the monthly market update here in Albuquerque. Going to talk about the housing market here in Albuquerque and just give you a thumbnail of what's going on, some trends, and I see some good things, so I wanted to point those out. I'm going to look at this a little bit differently this month. I'm going to look at by price range because there's some very distinct markets depending on the price of the home. So what I've got is two charts this year. One of them is under 400 or 400 and under, I should say, and another one is 400 and over, which is kind of our jumbo limit here in Albuquerque, which is 417. So if we look at the sold properties per month, right now we're looking at homes 400,000 and under. You can see we had a 5% gain in the number of homes sold in that price range. If we look at the 400 and over, it's actually even a little better. We've had about a 6% gain in the number of homes sold. Overall, in the Albuquerque market, we had a 5% gain in the number of homes sold. That's from November of 13 to November of 14. So that's a good sign to see. It was 4%, was it 3%, 4% in October. So the fall has been actually a nice surprise. We kind of had a slump late summer, so it's nice to see that. The place where this really gets different is we're going to jump down to here. This is supply and demand. This is the chart that shows number of homes sold versus the number of homes available or on the market. And you can see just look at the graphic there, you can kind of see, again, the number of homes sold was down over last year. And again, this is the 400 and under, and it was number of sold was up 5%. Now, if we look at the same chart in the 400 and above, a little bit different story, a little more supply, 2%, and more sales, which is great, 6%. So, but you can see the gap is quite a bit. And then the next chart we're going to look at is really where you can see this jump out. And this one is the month's supply of inventory. This is a measurement of the number of homes on the market versus the number of the homes that are selling every month. And so, how long would it take if everything sold and no new homes come in the market and the same amount sold every month? So, in the 400 and under, we're looking at about, I'm sorry, I'm looking the wrong side here. It's about 6, well, it's right there. 5.9 is the number. So 5.9 months of supply or about 6 months of supply, which again is that kind of that equal market right between buyer's market and seller's market. If we look at the more expensive homes, you can see quite a bit difference. We're looking at 13, almost 14 months supply in that 400 and above. And I ran some of these at even some of the higher numbers, and it gets up 16, 18 months, 2 years supply for the homes that are, getting up in price range. So, I really think that is a buyer's market. That higher end of the market is a buyer's market right now. The lower end is maybe a seller's market, depending on what price range. That 150 under is more like a 4-month supply. So let me show you real quick another chart that I found fascinating. This one is annual appreciation by quarter. This is a chart put together by the FHFA, which is kind of the Federal Finance Housing Authority. I forget even what it's called, but they're not FHA, but they kind of administer all the GSEs. And so this is the chart back to 1978 for Albuquerque. And one thing that's interesting about real estate, it's all about trends. There's always going to be peaks and valleys, and you can see that very clear here where we, kind of in the late 80s, it kind of went down, and then we had a nice little boom in the 90s, and of course we had a decline again right around the tech bubble time around 2000, and then after that it took off, and of course it got overcooked, which created our valley right here from 2000. Really, here it started in maybe 2006, 2007, where the decline started, as you can see here, and really didn't start coming back until last year. And so last year we had a 0.75% increase, and we've been saying all year that 2013 was about a 1% increase. So this year they're saying that we've had a almost 3% gain year to date here in Albuquerque. So that's a nice chart to see. I'm going to keep putting this one up every month or every quarter, and actually in this case because it's quarterly. But I mean, if you look at that, it's very clear that we seem to be at the start of a trend going in the right direction. Of course, a lot of things can happen. You never know. But I hope this helps. If you really want to get into your neighborhood or your part of town, because obviously they're broad picture numbers and you can't, we just can't get too detailed, but every neighborhood's different, every price range is different, like we've talked about today. So we're happy to help you. Give us a shout. We'd love to do that. Take care. Bye-bye.